Hello everyone, welcome to your tarot reading for Capricorn for the month of August. Today's question is, will you meet someone new? Is there a chance of a romantic connection or a new acquaintance this month? This reading is intended for Capricorns who are currently single and are looking for a relationship. So let's see what the cards have to say. Will Capricorns have a significant meeting or a new romantic connection in August? The cards we have are the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. These are two very contrasting energies, aren't they? Looking at the reading as a whole, the cards suggest that August is unlikely to bring a new romantic meeting or acquaintance. Why is that? Because August seems to be strongly focused on family matters. Your attention may be drawn to your family, relatives, or family responsibilities. For some of you, this could also be emotional concerns or worries connected to family relationships. With this energy surrounding you, romance simply doesn't seem to be the main priority this month. The cards also show that some of you may be deeply focused on your career or work. You could be putting a great deal of effort into achieving a specific goal. However, the outcome may not fully meet your expectations. You might feel that the results are smaller than you hoped for or simply not as satisfying as you wanted them to be. Overall, August appears to be a month of focusing on family responsibilities and personal goals rather than beginning a new romantic relationship. And now, Capricorns, let's see what your main focus should be during the month of August. Where should Capricorns direct their energy and attention this month? Where should Capricorns direct their energy and attention this month? Let's see what the cards reveal. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Interestingly, the cards are encouraging you to focus primarily on your work, career, and particular responsibilities. The Knight of Pentacles is all about steady progress, discipline, and building something meaningful step by step. At the same time, this is also a period of rest and recovery. While it's important to stay committed to your goals, it's just as important to make time to recharge your energy. Finding a healthy balance between work and rest will be essential this month. The Seven of Cups also reminds you to stay open to new possibilities. There may be more opportunities available to you than you realize, but you'll need to take the initiative to recognize and pursue them. Now let's take a look at what may currently be blocking your love life. What is standing in the way of romance for Capricorns right now? Let's see what the cards have to say. Interestingly, two major arcana cards have appeared for this question, which tells me that this is an important lesson or pattern rather than a temporary situation. One of the biggest challenges may be your own beliefs, expectations, or the way you see relationships. You may have a very clear idea of how things should be or how a partner should behave. Then when you meet someone with a completely different perspective, the connection struggles because your worldviews don't align. The cards also suggest that you may be resisting change. You may not want to adjust your mindset, your habits, or even certain aspects of your personality. Sometimes it's not about someone being right or wrong, it's simply about accepting that another person's perspective is just as valid as your own. Of course, it's perfectly healthy to stand by your values when something truly doesn't feel right, but the cards are pointing to something different here. They suggest that at times stubbornness or the need to be right may become a barrier. You may find yourself rejecting certain people simply because they don't fit your expectations rather than because they are genuinely incompatible with you. The cards encourage you to become more open and flexible. Yes, to become more and flexible. Now, Capricorns, let's look at the overall outcome for your love life in August. We've already seen that the chances of meeting someone new this month are quite low, but let's see the overall energy. So, the overall outcome for you, for your love life in August, Capricorns. The card we have is the Five of Pentacles. This card reinforces the message we have seen throughout the reading. August doesn't appear to be the right time for new romantic connections or meaningful encounters. From a spiritual perspective, this month seems to be a period of transition and inner transformation rather than new beginnings in love. Keep in mind that we are looking at this card specifically in the context of your love life. It doesn't necessarily point to difficulties in your career or other areas of your life. Instead, the Five of Pentacles suggests that you may simply not have the emotional energy or desire to invest in dating right now. You may even find yourself thinking, meeting someone new, getting to know them, starting over, it just feels like too much at the moment. And that's completely in line with the energy of these cards. Sometimes life asks us to focus on other priorities before love can naturally enter the picture. Now let's see what advice the cards have for you. The advice card, let's see. What advice for Capricorns? The advice card is the Ace of Swords, and this is a very positive message. The Ace of Swords encourages you to be proactive this month. Think clearly, make confident decisions, and don't be afraid to move forward. Take your time before making important choices. And at the bottom of the deck, actually, we also have the Chariot, which highlights movement, travel, taking control of your direction. Some of you may be dealing with trips, relocation, or other important changes involving movement or progress. See you in the next reading.